Hello everyone! In today's tutorial, we'll create a vehicle showcase camera and introduce how to use the BeginPlay node. Let's look at the result first. As you can see, the camera focuses on a specific part of the vehicle, can rotate within a limited range, and also has a depth of field effect. Press Tab to switch to another part. This key can be configured freely. Different showcase points use different pivot actors. Here, you can see that we are using for actors. The actor's orientation defines the camera's initial orientation, and the actor's position defines the pivot position required by the camera. In the level blueprint, we use an array to store these actors as the pivot actors for the vehicle camera. Now let's delete these actors from the level and build everything from scratch. Search for exhibition in the level blueprint. This is the camera we already created. Next, we'll create a new camera to replace it. Note that the context here is set to UI. This allows us to directly call pop camera context when exiting the trigger, returning to the third-person camera. First, add an actor to the level. Leave it as it is for now. Then create a new camera asset and name it CT_test exhibition care. You can see a BeginPlay node here. This node is triggered when the camera is activated, before the start node runs, so it is well suited for setting the camera's initial rotation. Return to the level and adjust the actor's position and rotation. Rotation is important because its orientation defines the camera's initial orientation and the rotation limits we need later. Rename it, then add this actor to the array in the level blueprint. Return to the camera asset and add an exposed variable of type actor. This will receive the pivot actor from outside. Add a set rotation node. Make sure to use the yellow one, not the green one, because the green one can only be used in the start chain. Expose the rotation actor pin and connect pivot actor to it. This allows the camera's initial rotation to be set when the camera is activated. Next, let's implement rotation limits. We want to use the pivot actor's orientation as the center, then limit the yaw and pitch ranges. To add a control rotate node, set Ctrl Edpon and rotation. Reduce the speed a little, and increase the damping slightly. 3. Add a rotation constraint node. Set type to actor space, expose both actor pins, and pass in pivot actor. Set your range and pitch range as needed. Here, I use 45, 45 and 20, 20. For add a receive pivot actor node to get the position information from the pivot actor we passed in. 5. Add a pivot offset node. No additional setup is needed. 6. Add a camera offset node. Here, we expose the camera offset parameter so it can be customized externally. 7. Add a field off view node and set a slightly smaller FOV. 8. Add a lens node to give the camera depth of field effect. You can keep the default parameters, or adjust aperture to change the depth of field result. 9. Add a focusable node and pass in pivot actor, so the camera automatically focuses on our pivot actor. 'Now all the settings are complete. Return to the level blueprint and assign the camera asset we just created. Remember to expose both pivot actor and camera offset. Good. This matches our expectations. Try changing camera offset to see whether it takes effect. It does take effect. Next, adjust offset to a suitable position. .200 is a suitable value. Now add more pivot actors and add them to the array. Finally, let's check the result. The FOV seems a little off. The value in the upper left corner is 39, not the 60 we entered. Everything else is working correctly. This is because override of frontal is enabled by default in the lens node. Just disable it. Play again. Now everything fully matches our expectations. That's it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching.